Hey guys, so it's Wednesday, exactly 2 o'clock local time, and I am sitting up beside the swimming pool at the campsite. The swimming pool, I should add, is closed. The sun is splitting the rocks, but the pool is closed because it's winter. Anyway, you can see where I am here. I have moved up the coast. So on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I worked my way up the coastline and stopped off finally here. You can see where I stopped on the way. And I had a couple of nice walks and a couple of easy walks. I didn't do anything much yesterday except travel, just drive up. I had stopped at Wild Camp the night before on Monday night and up at that naturist town. And really didn't have a great night's sleep. So I wanted to get into a campsite where I had a shower and had whatever I wanted. But I had a couple of nice drives, lovely scenery on the way up. So why don't I show you the various clips over the last 2 or 3 days, and then I'll do a wrap up at the end. Hey guys, so you can see I've moved a long way up the coast. A nice drive. I had a walk this morning, you can see it here. Not too far, probably about 7k, 8k, just to stretch my legs. I left the spot where Wild Camp sounds like it was the side of a mountain. I was actually parked in right beside the beach in a little town, a complete naturist town. Very, very interesting actually. The whole town was naturist. First time I've ever experienced that. It's very nice for one night, you know. And so I headed up the coast and checked out a few campsites on the way, and the views were spectacular. One thing that really interested me was the sort of intensive agriculture they have here. Really, you can go for like miles and miles and miles of cabbage and miles of lettuce and miles of something under cover. You know, it's enormous. And they're harvesting. I saw labourers out in the field harvesting crops, and we're in the middle to end November, and I see they harvest all year round here because they have the heat, they have sunshine, and they add the water and they add the chemicals, and the rest happens, I suppose. So I continued up the coast, looked at a couple of campsites, didn't like them, and just kept up until I came to this place. A really nice, expensive campsite. But really, really nice, and right on the beach, so I can have a swim and hang out at the beach, right on the town. So literally, on my left hand side here is the town, on my right hand side is the beach, and there's little cafes and restaurants and things. So it's sort of nice. I've identified two walks I can do in the area. One's sort of a serious walk, and one's an easy walk. I'm at probably the serious walk tomorrow, I think, and then do the coastal walk the day after. So today is Tuesday. That will take me into Thursday, and then I'll probably continue my little trek up the coast. Or I may not, I may stay close here. I've sort of discovered that when you find a nice campsite, it's worth hanging out for a week and hiking the area if you can. You can see from the shot here that where I was last night, I walked up this walk I did up the coast. It's only a short walk, but there were literally hundreds of camper vans, and every shape and make that you can imagine. Some of these things cost £250,000. So these are not poor people, the chance in their arms in bashed up things like mine. These are really serious. And when you get to a campsite like this, you meet the people. A few things strike you. The first is they go to the same places all the time. So they meet their friends. They have their friends here. And when they come down the same time of the year, they all meet and they all spend time together. The second is they all eat too much. They're all carrying weight. I mean, there are no hikers here, I can tell you, or runners. The third thing I really noticed about this whole sort of camper van thing is people are really friendly. They're really nice. They're really friendly. You have to break into the clique and find a way into it. Once you do, there's a sort of little community there, and they're all middle class people. They're all people just like us, ordinary people who can afford a few quid to buy a decent camper, about 100 grand, 150 grand, and they head off. So it's sort of an interesting experience. It's very different. I've said this before, but it's very, very different from the motorbike. Very different from the motorbike and the tent. Different kind of people, different kind of experience. I think I prefer the bike and the tent, but I'm not going back there. All is good. The weather's good. The weather remains good. Probably around 18-20 degrees, and overcast occasionally. We've had some rain. I had a couple of leaks in the van, which I think I've fixed. The issue with the glow plug, or the glow, whatever it is, coming on again and the thing dropping, that's still happening. It's happened to me twice now since the guy diagnosed it. So I think that when I get home, or maybe even on the way, if I come to some town, I might get it plugged into the computer again, do the diagnostic on it, identify exactly what piece it is, and have it replaced, and see does that fix the problem. Because it is a problem. It's not even just a problem, it's a worry. It's a worry that you're on the motorway, you're overtaking on the fast lane, and all of a sudden the power goes and you're cruising along at 20 miles an hour. So I'm going to see if I can do something about that. I'm also convinced about the change of the van. For sure I'm going to get rid of the van and buy myself a better van. I'm not convinced about the size of the van. I keep sort of vacillating between the two of them. Between the smaller van that you can park in an ordinary car parking space and the bigger van that has a shower and all the rest of it. I think if I could find a smaller van, either had the outdoor shower and had a toilet, even a porta potty, I'd go for the smaller van. Something in the €50,000 range. But definitely Bolero. I think we need Bolero too. Talk to you again. Bye. Good morning, everybody. So it's Wednesday morning, and I continue my little trek. As you can see, I have moved further north along the coast, and there's the beach over there. I could be walking on the beach, but I decided to walk through the town. I'm heading off for a hike. So I checked into the campsite last night, and nice campsite, expensive, $28.25 per night, which is the most expensive I've paid so far. But anyway, so I checked in, had a nice chat with a German guy there last night in the cafe in the campsite. Guy exact same age as me, 68. Wife died a few years ago, and he's like me. He's a biker. He's got an 800 GS, so he does a lot of off-roading, and had his own business. So just sort of very similar to me in story. And he's looking out there searching for a woman. So we had a long chat about the pros and cons and our both our failures to find anyone. So today's hike is I think it's going to be about 10. It's somewhere between 10 and 12k, but it's going to be quite spectacular, I think. Apparently there are rock formations that have been carved out by the wind and the rain over millennia, and they're supposed to be quite spectacular. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. So, keep you posted as the walk goes along. Hey guys, so just back from my walk, and what a wonderful, wonderful walk it was. Absolutely beautiful. And I would say moderate to difficult, moderate to hard. So I did it in about 2.5 hours. You'll see the walk here, and I think it was about 11 or 12 kilometers. And the first part of the walk was along the coast, and sort of a cliff walk, for want of a better way of describing it, but you were up and down to the beach and up the cliffs, and really, really beautiful. And then it took you in land, away from the coast, and up into the mountains on some really flat, easy trails, and well-trodden trails, and then into less well-trodden trails, and then into some really, really I mean, I don't think anybody's been up them for a while, trails. And but they were lovely. Some of the ascents were quite hard, and some of the descents were very hard, very loose. Again, loose gravel, rock, the usual thing. And so you're there with the poles, trying to make sure you don't slip. Having bashed my 2 elbows before and had my sitting on my ass a few times, I don't want to do it again. So it was a wonderful, wonderful walk, and it's about 10:40 now in the morning, and I'm back. The day's walk done. So very pleased with that. I really, really, really enjoyed it. And the first part of the walk, the path out, clearly that's part of some sort of long distance walk. And I looked on all trails. I can see they don't actually specify it as one big long walk, but you can see lots of walks on the coast, and they're all joined up as one trail. So I think tomorrow I'll do a coastal walk. There won't be much elevation, and see if I can just do a long walk. Lots of beaches there along the first part of the walk, and I can see signs saying next beach, next beach, next beach, next beach. So there's loads of beaches, and there'll be an opportunity to be able to have a dip as well. So really, really enjoyed the walk. Another beautiful day here. I mean, the weather is just perfect. I'd say it's probably 18, 20 degrees, and there was a little cool breeze, just a gentle breeze, just enough to keep me cool. And a lot of flies up the top of the mountain, particularly at the very, very high bit. I don't know why it was, or maybe just that I was sweating more and I attracted them. They wanted the salt. But so having a really good time, really, really enjoying it. I'm going to have my shower and have some food, and then I'm going to go and do some shopping. I need to stock up the fridge. I'm running low on supplies. I need to stock up, and I think I'll probably stay another night or two here. Do one long walk tomorrow, and I feel like doing another one. I'll stay another night, so I'll definitely stay again tonight, and again maybe tomorrow night. We'll see. I mean, I'm in no rush to work my way back up. I've 2 weeks from today to get to the ferry, so I've plenty of time. So that's it. Talk to you soon. So there you have it, guys. That's the last 3 days, and I think it's actually in the early 20s, about 22 degrees at the moment. So I'm sitting here and taking some sun. So I'm going to upload this video, and then I'm going to chill and read for the afternoon. I'm meeting that German guy, the guy I mentioned earlier. I'm meeting him later on at 5 o'clock for a beer. And we're going to compare notes on finding a woman. So, all is good, guys. All is good.